All right, once again, we're back for a little Thunderbolt tinkering. I thought I'd work on sanding some of this stuff out. We'll work on this prop a little bit too. It won't take any time to flatten this out and sand this up. This stuff sands so easy, it's ridiculous. So, what do we got? 2 watchers already. So, let's see. What are we going to do here? I'd like to have something hard. There we go. I gave Dan a call, but he didn't answer. I guess he was eating or something. I don't know. I'm hoping he's going to come down this weekend for Saturday at John's so we can mold this prop up. Let's see. What did I do with that? It's right here. I need to look in this right here. First that. And then there. And need to refresh this. We'll stay on a little bit longer tonight. We were here a little early, so. Still only 2 watchers. I wish I could use this prop. It's awful light. There ain't no way. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Remember, whatever this looks like is what. Hey, Don. Hey, Marcel. Now I'm becoming anxious to see it fly. Yeah, it's going to be quite the paint job. Okay, I've sanded the back of the hub out here. This might take a little more work in here because it got to be done by hand. By finger. But shouldn't be too awful bad. Put a little glue on this. Of course, the glue's clogged up. Somebody make a bottle of glue that doesn't clog, would you? A little bit of sandpaper glued onto the finger. I'll get this. Super glue getting hot. I'm going to let Dan put the draft angle on it. I don't know what it's going to take. I've never done one of these before. We got that pretty much sanded off. So not only am I making the airplane, I'm making the propeller and the fuel tank. To make anything on it, the pipe, whatever. That's good enough. Let's get a polywog going here. One of the guys was asking where I got these Wood River sanding aids with. I put an Amazon link in the last video from last night. You can find that there. So these are Wood River, but they're all the same. I could spend probably an hour doing this, and I don't want to, so we'll just get it roughed in. You threw away a bottle of Zap, huh? Need to keep that in the refrigerator. You're keeping it for any length of time. Throw it in the refrigerator. Matter of fact, that reminds me, I should put my pint of CA in the refrigerator. Just don't mistake it for jelly or something. So, I got a feeling this is all going to have to get clayed in. Yeah, I glued two props together. I notched them out with a Forstner bit on the drill press. Then it's on a Saturday at John's. I don't know which one. We laid it out on the glass table and indexed it, glued it together. The next thing is, come Saturday, we're going to make a prop out of carbon. Well, we're going to make the mold on Saturday. Probably won't, because it'll take 2 days to make the mold. You gotta let the one side dry. See, that's what happens when you guys miss these videos. You miss important stuff. But they're all posted. One more corner to sand, and then we'll go sand on the airplane. Yep, this is the plug. The prop will look exactly like this, only be carbon. This is a 15.45 and this is a 14.5. So I think it should be pretty much comparable. And if not, I can always heat it up and repitch it. I'm going to make several of these. You got to have more than one propeller. Get tired of buying them at $50 a throw. Make them myself. Of course, I got $200 in this prop, and we haven't got a prop yet. It was $50 just for the two props to make this plug. $150 for the aluminum mold making stuff. But if they work, they're going to be oh so cool. And I'm sure they're going to work. This is on that. That looks about right. No. Or a 3-blade. I got 3 blades. Okay, there it is, sanded out. Yep. I'll sand it out with 320 and 400 and whatever, but that's enough for tonight on this. I got it roughed in. Superfill sand's real easy. That's gonna look good. It's gonna work good. This is a high dollar prop. This Zor propeller. The way this is keyed together, it would probably work on a smaller engine, but I wouldn't trust it on a 75. Good enough. Okay. All right, let's get to sanding on the airplane. Remember last night I super filled all this stuff here. It's gonna be a bitch. Ain't nothing but to do it. Nothing but to do it. You can't do this without it being fiberglass because you dig a hole in the wood. But this is a fiberglass cowl. So just alone on this model, I've shown you how to mold balsa wood, how to lay out a geodesic wing. Let's see, we need to cut that out. How to cover, how to Z-epoxy. Actually, how to design too, because this is my concoction. Let's see, do we have a stick with some paper on it? We need a stick. Of course not. You know what? I better use a file on that. I think a file would. I could have more control on a file than I can with a stick. That's probably Dan right now. Let's see who it is. It is definitely Dan Winship. What's up?
Well, I missed your call. I think I was on the lawnmower earlier today. I checked my phone. I saw you called.
I figured you were eating.
You figured I was what?
Eating.
I was either eating or cutting grass, one or the other.
Well, I'm online right now, but I got the prop sanded out. Are you coming?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm going to come in tomorrow. I was going to swing by the museum and
tomorrow.
stuff in Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, I know. I gotta stay at the some hotel out there somewhere by the right pat, and then I'm gonna see you Saturday morning. If you want to look me up Friday, that's fine. I was gonna get in there tomorrow and give John a holler and let him know where I'm at and see if he wants to run through the museum or do something or whatever.
I need a piece of 1/4-inch drill rod. So if you got it, bring it along. Or 1/4-inch piano wire. I don't have any.
Yeah, I've got that on my list. I made a little list of some of the stuff to bring. I think I got it covered. So yeah, the drill rod, I've got that.
That's good. All right, so we're set for. I don't have any relief sanded into it, but are we going to clay that in?
No, that won't take long. We can do that. That's no big deal. Trying to think. I'll bring a plate in the sides for the box to form it up. I'll bring some PVA and the wax. I'll try to remember everything I need here, but
We won't be making a prop, so don't need any toe yet.
no. Yeah, just the molds. So. Hey, I called that place Fiberglass. I was going to stop and pick up some clay and a couple items. John told me yesterday, he said, you can't actually go to that place as a carry out. You gotta, they won't sell through the mail, or on the website or the whatever. So I thought, well, maybe I'll call today and get the order together. And that way I'll just drive by and it's like we'll call, I'll pay for it. They can box it up and I'll just come by and get it tomorrow. So I called the guy and he said, well, we don't even do that. He said, we won't even let you pick it up. I said, not if I, order it on the phone and pay for it. And, no, he said, we won't do that. I said, well, okay, I guess I won't be coming tomorrow then. So.
You got to have it shipped?
Well, he said, we can ship it to you. He said, I can ship it tomorrow. I said, well, tomorrow I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to be headed over to Dayton. I just wanted to come by and get it. So I've never heard of a business that wouldn't let you pick something up like a will call. That's crazy. But anyway, I got enough stuff to bring anyway. I was just going to get some extra.
We're going to try to lay up one of John's tanks or what?
Yeah, he wanted me to pick up a couple yards of cloth, and I got some anyway. I think I got what he's going to need. I'll cut off. I don't have as much as he wanted, but I got enough to get him started. I got him enough glass to make some mistakes. A couple trial runs or whatever. So.
All right. Well, like I said, I'm online, so let me get back to sanding.
Okay. Hey, you get back to sanding, I'm going to head for that easy chair.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Talk to you. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
My buddy Dan. So we're going to be doing molds on Saturday at John's. Well, we got one side sanded out. Now we'll work on that side. I'll have to glue some sandpaper to my thumb to get that sanded right. We'll do that later here. So, start with the wog. So you guys will learn how to make a propeller at your own risk. I don't want to be responsible. More sanding. This ain't bad, Chad. The guy's off on another project. He hadn't finished the 5 other ones he's done. You know, when I was younger, I was kind of like him. I would start something, get about 3/4 of the way done, say I'll get it later, and then start something else. Now, I don't do that. I get locked onto a project and go all the way till it's finished and start the next one. And it's a whole lot better to do it that way than it is to be working on 3 or 4 different items at a time. You can focus a lot better. I'm gonna get that cut out. On these little spots like this right here, don't try to sand them, just cut them out. Get a nice cleaner edge. Come back with a file and file off any of the Okay, got that. I got a spot right there. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably mix up some more superfill and put a little dot in there. Not that I want to. But if I don't, Jim Lynch will go, hey, what are you gonna do about that? That ain't never happening again. That ain't no good. Hey, what are you gonna do about that? Nothing. Yep, gonna need a file in there. spot there that needs to get cut off. When in doubt, whip it out. Got a rock and roll band. It's a free for all. Maybe I'll just put some green in there. Green dries pretty quick. One more day and then it's the weekend again where I can put in some time on this puppy. On the weekend I can get 10 days work on it done. Yeah, that's as much as I want to play with that tonight. We'll detail sand it before I paint it. Let's do these fillets we were talking about that I was fixing. Need this and this. We're almost there. So if you were watching yesterday, I smoothed a little superfill on these holes here. I'm going to need to take them out, block them off, get them ready for tissue. What the hell? All these screws will get changed out to aluminum as soon as I get the model finished. Does it mean anything? I don't know. Every little bit helps, I guess. I had a big hole where I had drilled this. It kind of left a gaping spot. You guys tell me, did superfill sand easy or what? Easier than wood. Okay. Can't feel it, so. What the hell am I looking at? That's how long it took. Just 2 minutes, not even a minute. The biggest thing about superfill is letting it dry. If you don't, it's real gummy. And it loads the paper up. But if you let it dry, it sands easier than balsa wood. It sounds like 2-pound wood. Okay. On to the next thing. It's right in here where I added that. I always pull out too much material out of that area there. So I always end up having to maybe do 2, sometimes 3 coats to get that nice fillet look. Some guys can get it in 1 try. I can't. Let's see, where's my little wog now? The big one. There's a little one there. We're using a little polywog because I got little fillets. I got the bottom in 2 tries, so that's good. Maybe. All I want to do on this on Saturday is get a coat of sprayed clear gray on it to seal the whole thing up so I can see where the really bad spots are and start fixing those. It'll take a week before I get back over and do any painting, so we're going to be doing the prop mold mostly. That's nice. That turned out good there. Okay, let's do the other side. Just sand it until it all goes flat, and you'll know it. And then when it's all the same color and it's all flat, that sanded out real quick. Try not to dig a hole. That's it. I'll turn it over and do the other side. Only thing I don't like about this airplane is it's not going to make my weight. It'll probably be 65 ounces. I don't see bringing in at 64. It's going to be a big mama, but it'll be cool looking anyway. And I don't have to fly on 18,000 wires as per Bob McDonald, what he said, so. Still fly on 15,000. And if you don't think that makes a difference, what I want you guys to do is to take your model, fly it on 18,000s, and just fly it around level and watch the lines. And you'll see as the airplane's going out this way, the lines will be bowing like this. That's all a drag for them from them lines. And what that does is it sets the airplane up in a ratchet situation. 15,000's bow, but only half as bad. If I could stand solids, I'd fly on thinner wires, but solids are so finicky. I don't like them. Now these Russian lines I'm using, they're 4-strand solid wires, and they're not bad. Well, thank you, Alan. We hope so. And I hope it turns out better than the other ones that I built. I've spent more time on this one than I did the last two I built here, the Continental and the Big Tucker. Big Tucker was kind of a rush. I had to get ready for the Nats. This one is not a rush. This is, yeah, the Russian lines aren't bad. The first ones that came out were terrible. When you took them off the reel, they went twang. But since I guess they've changed material or something, but the Russian lines now are good. The 4-strand lines are good. They're lighter. They slide easy. They don't grab or whatever. I was reading a thing on Stun Hanger today about why there's no new kids involved or whatever in the hobby. No, I don't use Spectra. I'm not convinced that's the way to go, but I'm going to be hard pressed to convince me. But I was reading that thing on Stun Hanger about young kids in our hobby and how the clubs are dying. Yeah. Trust me, when we're gone, this hobby's over. Man, that was a big turd on there. Evening, Mark. Kids are not interested in this. It's too much work. Their attention span is about the size of a poodle, you know. They're not going to sit down for, I don't know how many hours I got on this now, and we're not even close to being done. 400 hours to build a model airplane that could be lost in about 2 seconds. You know, back when I started flying, when we were kids, flight was new. It was cool. You know, Chuck Yeager and Glamorous Glenna and the X-15 and they used to break the sound barrier where I lived. Then hey Jim, you're cleaning and sanding day. So flight was interesting, and from what I understand, Captain Kirk went into outer space today. Or maybe it was yesterday, I don't know. I just heard about it today with Jeff Bezos. But they didn't show the inside of the cockpit while he was going into outer space. Him messing his pants. The guy's 90 years old and he's going into outer space. You used to have to be pretty damn athletic to get on the space program. Now, I guess not so much. If you got enough money, you can do whatever you need. Hey, Jim, what are you going to do about that? I remember hearing those sonic boom. They used to fly over and boom. Now we got his chemtrails. And those aren't contrails, boys. Contrails don't, condensation, meaning moisture, doesn't hang around all day long. They're spraying something in the air. It's all part of the National Weather Service. Want to stop global warming? Stop spraying the sky. Well, that'll get this video demonetized, probably. Who cares? I'm getting tired of messing with these jokers anyway. I want to be able to say what I want to say. You missed the propeller sand out, Jim. Got a little hole there, and I'm digging a bigger hole here. I might have to fill that again. Damn. For the third time. Whatever it takes. Tip of the day, never put acryl green in a fillet. Even though it's good stuff, it will lift. You'll be crying. You guys ever wonder why your fillets lift? It's because this is harder than balsa wood. The dope doesn't penetrate the superfill. So you always want to prime your fillets. Never load the dope into your fillets, because what that does is that when you get it all wet and the dope, it looks real slick, but as it dries, it shrinks. And see what happens when it shrinks? Whoop, it lifts right out of there. And that'll lift it off. So how do you paint fillets? When you're shooting the paint, you just wick it and let it blow into the fillets, and the same with the top of the fuselage. But I don't think there is anyone close in my area. Burnout after RC 40 years. Well, are you a member of Stunt Hanger, Charlie? Stunt Hanger Forum? If you go on there and say, is there anybody in my area, you'll know in about an hour. Because I think everybody in the United States that's in control line either knows about Stunt Hanger or is on looks at Stunt Hanger anyway. Well, post in there. Anybody in my area? I don't know where do you live? I could tell you. I probably know everybody. What state do you live in? Yeah, there you go. I mean, it won't take you long to find somebody if you put it out. Northwest Indiana. Oh, I know people that are there already. Gary, is that where you're at? A lot of guys up in Chicago. A lot of guys in Milwaukee. Nice thing about control line, guys, is everybody's willing to help, too. It's not like RC. Well, get the hell out of here. If you don't have the right equipment, you probably just ask somebody and they'll get it to you. Okay. 54 minutes. Anderson, South Carolina. Well, I think Derek Berry's around there somewhere. South Carolina, or is that North Carolina? I don't know. I think Derek Berry's around there. Put it on Stunt Hanger. That's it. Treetown Modelers. That's Mike Schmidt, Dennis Vandiker. The nice thing about control line is everybody knows everybody else. We just don't know what color toilet paper you have in your bathroom because I don't want to know about it. You can leave that to Facebook. Okay. I'm going to show this prop to Jim Lynch. who joined us late. Make sure to join in Saturday, Jim, for Saturday at John's, because we're going to be casting this in Alumilite molding material. It's aluminum-based mold. We're going to make a high-temp mold to turn this into a carbon fiber 4-blade. This is 2 Zor propellers I bought. They were $50 for 2 props. I took a Forstner bit and I cut halfway into the front of one and halfway into the back of the other. Stuck a 1/4-inch bolt in it. We laid, it's on a Saturday at John's. We laid lines 90 degrees so it was indexed right. And then we blocked up the blades 1/4 inch so that they were all in line, and then epoxied it together. And I just super filled it last night and sanded it out tonight. So this is the plug. We'll do a little work on it. It'll have to be sanded a little more so that the Alumilite stuff doesn't stick to it. But that should be cool on there. I'll have a 4-blade prop on the front of the bolt. Well, I'll guarantee you haven't forgot how to do it. About 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, in Schaefer's Hobby Shop. It was on Virginia Avenue then. They've since moved. And Big Art Schaefer was alive at that time. They had this airplane hanging on the wall up in the corner. They had a Formula S, the Formula S, and now it's down on Gravois, and a lime green Detroiter. And I asked Art, I said, who built that Detroiter? He said, well, that's the local youth air state champion, Ron O'Toole. I said, oh, okay. So I called him on the phone out of the blue. And it had been about 30 years since he flew. And I said, you want to go flying? So he came out and watched, and it took a lot of prompting, but I got him the handle in his hand, and he didn't forget. He didn't do a complete pattern, but you don't forget. If you've done it once, you can do it again. Well, I think that's going to do it for this evening. We got everything sanded out. I wanted to get sanded out. Wait to get some more dope on it. So Saturday, aside from making the prop mold, at least the bottom of it, I'll shoot a coat of gray clear on this, and it'll all turn gray. It won't look like this. It'll be light, but I'll take that quart of my substrate that I have left and spray it on there, and then we'll let it dry, and I'll sand it all off again, get it all sanded smooth. And then in the following week, we'll shoot the white where the invasion stripes go, there and there and there, and that's where the rondelle goes. And I think I'm going to do the white on the nose because I want to do them yellow lightning bolts on there. And I might, when I'm over John's, that's a pretty big get to do 2 colors in a day. But my high roller, we did paint in one day. But I'll do that, get them laid out or, blocked in, and then I'll come back and mask it off. And then the following weekend, we'll shoot the silver gray on this. The gray is going to be it'll probably take a half a pint of gray mixed with silver. So it'll be metallic gray. So it looks like metal. Very little paint. You'll be able to see right through the wing. And then I'll start doing the trim, and that'll take a couple of months, I bet you. With all the details I'm going to do on this. I still need to make a gun sight and spray the inside of this with this Apple Bomb English Ivy Green, which is pretty close to OD green. That shouldn't weigh anything. It's water-based, so I think I'm going to mix up a little bit of superfill and hit that right there tonight before I go to bed, so tomorrow I can come and knock that out again. Hour and 2 minutes. 25 people watched. But it's a big mama. I wish it was finished at this weight. It'd be good, but it ain't. I just can't build it at 56 ounces like Billy. No way. All right. Augusta is where Derek is. Okay. Augusta, Georgia. I guess. I don't know. Trust me, post it on Stunt Hanger. You'll find somebody within an hour that's within 25 to 50 miles of you. All right, that's the end of the program for this evening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'm 5 subscribers away from, I think it's 3,500 or maybe 40, I don't know. 3,500 guys. Yeah. So I need 5 guys to sign up. All right. Check us Saturday at John's. I'll be back tomorrow night before Charles comes on. Yeah, Billy's got magic ball, so that's for sure. All right, guys. Good night. Fair winds, tight lines. Keep building. See ya.